Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode. I am back and I am feeling so much better. I had a turning point last night where my voice just suddenly went a lot better. If you didn't know, by the way, if you're watching on Catch Up, I have been ill with a cold. It hasn't been COVID. It's just been lots of runny nose and all that kind of thing. So, but I couldn't speak a few days ago, which is why I haven't made any voice videos. But today, I am so excited to bring you some happy and joyous news for once, it seems, in a very long time. But Princess Eugenie has announced her pregnancy with obviously her husband, Jack Brooksbank. So yay, we will have a hashtag royal baby early of next year. We're thinking maybe January, February, that kind of mark. A date has not been announced. Probably one won't be announced. But there has been much speculation about Princess Eugenie's state, shall we say, in terms of baby bump, because she was photographed walking and the wind was kind of blowing against her dress and you could see a little baby bumpity bump going on there, and people were saying, oh, is it just lockdown weight, or oh, is she pregnant? And it turns out that she was actually pregnant. So let's first of all, if you haven't seen the video that I made showing all the photos and things, go and watch that. But Princess Eugenie posted on Instagram, she took to Instagram on behalf of herself and Jack to post the most adorable picture of some little baby booties, and you can see her engagement ring as well. If I just literally turn the computer around, if you haven't seen them already, there they are, these little adorable kind of, are they bear booties? But they're little beautiful baby booties. She's clutching them with Jack's hand. It's all very adorable and cute. Let me just plug in so we don't lose power throughout this chat. It's all very adorable, all very cute. And she posted, Jack and I are so excited for early 2021. And with a little baby emoji. So yes, early 2021. Now, early 2021 to me could mean anywhere within the first 3 months. But I think early to me is January, February, or maybe the crossover between January and February. So I invite you to take a guess. Let this be the record of your guess. So in the comment section underneath the video, have a guess what date in early 2021 you think the baby will be born. I'm going to take a little guess myself, and I'm going to, maybe we should have a sweepstakes. No, I don't know. I'm going to guess January the 22nd. I don't know why I'm thinking January the 22nd, but I'm going to guess January the 22nd, and I will leave a comment myself placing my bet. So have a bet on that. Also, people are already speculating on baby names. And also the sex. Oh yeah, also put in the comment the sex of the baby. Do you think it's going to be a boy or a girl? Now, I'm not sure that we can tell with those pair of adorable baby booties. Is it a boy or a girl? I mean, I'm thinking boy. I don't know why, but I'm thinking those booties look like they're going to go on the feet of a baby boy. So far, I've got that I think it's going to be a boy. I think January the 22nd. What else can... Oh, name. So, if you think a girl, obviously suggest a girl name. But for a boy, oh, what could it be? I think a traditional name, although we do have the Italian in the mix. Edo has Italian roots. So, are we going to get a Giovanni? Or, you know, a Riccardo? Or something of that nature? I don't know. But I'm going to go... oh, this is so difficult. What on earth could it be? I'm going to go... I mean, we could see another Henry. We could see a Henry. A Bruce. Maybe a Bruce. Shall I go Bruce? No, I don't know. Maybe an Elliot. Okay, I'm going to think about the name. I'll think about the name. Oh, maybe Arthur. I'm going to go Arthur. I'm going Arthur. So, January the 22nd, boy and Arthur is my prediction. Post yours and then we'll check if you are correct. Now, I'm going to read the official royal family announcement. So they announced, taking to Twitter, the royal family @royal family Twitter account, Her Royal Highness Princess Eugenie and Mr. Jack Brooksbank are very pleased to announce that they are expecting a baby in early 2021. The Duke of York and Sarah, Duchess of York, and Mr. and Mrs. George Brooksbank, the Queen, and the Duke of Edinburgh are delighted with the news. So there we go. And they shared a beautiful wedding picture, a picture from the wedding. So if I just turn that round, you can see the beautiful wedding picture there. So yes, all very lovely, and royal reporters have been saying this has been the worst kept secret in royal family news history for a very, very, very long time. Before I move on, I'm going to have a look at some comments. Lots of people saying congratulations, very exciting. Mary thinks February the 7th. Charlotte thinks baby might come early and might be a December 2020 birth. Oh my goodness, right, that is speculation. Cynthia thinks Christmas to the second week, maybe January the 21st. Stephen thinks the 13th of Jan. Kelly thinks 29th of Jan. Lots of people, we're split on boy and girl. Boy and girl, don't know. Sharona thinks the booties have blue eyes. Maybe that's why I'm getting the boy vibes. I don't know. Firecracker Mum says, Princess Eugenie is not... Sorry, not Edo. Why did I say Edo? I mean Jack. Look, I have a cold, puddled brain. I'm literally getting over a cold. Yes, you are quite right. There will not be an Italian name. It will not be Riccardo or any of those names. Jack is British, so it will be a British name. So I'm still going with Arthur. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. It was indeed the wrong father. Look, I have a puddled brain today. I really do. I'm getting over a cold, and also I'm excited. But yes, most definitely, Jack is the father. I do not want to start any rumours. Those rumours have not started here. Imagine if the press pick up the rumours of that it's the wrong father. I mean, strange things happen in lockdown. But my goodness, can you imagine? And can you imagine if those rumours were traced back to me? Okay, I am issuing a very, very strong correction. The father is Jack. It's Eugenie and Jack and Beatrice and Edo. See, I've still got Beatrice's wedding on the brain because we had, of course, Princess Beatrice debuting her wedding dress at Windsor Castle. It's now on display. So if you haven't seen that, do go and check that. Right, Mary says, I sure hope Eugenie and Edo aren't having a baby. I don't think B and Jack would approve. Yes, totally. Elaine says, I think a boy and Philip will be one of the names. I've got a feeling that they may be preserving the name Philip for either a potential future child of Harry and Meghan or, of course, William and Catherine. Thankfully, I didn't mix the partners that way around. Can you imagine? I'm just saying. Right, Raynette says, I really enjoy your posts. They make me smile. Thank you. Ellen's, I think, is having baby girl vibes going on. And Lauren's thinking boy with the boots. Tisha thinks boy in February, maybe in Antonio. Well, no, let's scrap any notion of the Italian now. Definitely an English name. A good, strong English name. Will I be sending congratulations? Yes. Let this also stand as testament to my well wishes and congratulations on behalf of myself and, of course, all of the Royal Reviewer family. Now, there was also something I wanted to talk about. I am going to make a separate video on this, but titles. I'm sure that will come up at some point. What will the baby have a title? Seeing as, if we go up the line, it is via the male line, to a female mother, and the answer lies solely in what's gone before. So I searched, it didn't take me long to find a comparable situation in living, well, I say living history, one of them is living, in living history, to compare it to. If you go back as far as George V, now George V did issue letters patent to set out who could and who wouldn't inherit the HRH style of address and title. And he did put a limit on how far down the line that HRH can extend. So that means being a Royal Highness and a Prince or a Princess of the United Kingdom. So, George V, I'm going to compare to Queen Elizabeth that we have now. So, George V gave birth to a son. This is one of his sons, Prince George, Duke of Kent. Now, if we compare Prince George, Duke of Kent, to Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, we're on the same level. Prince George, Duke of Kent, gave birth to Princess Alexandra, who is still alive today. Prince Andrew, Duke of York, gave birth to Princess Eugenie. So Princess Alexandra and Princess Eugenie are on the same level. They are both princesses of the United Kingdom, being granddaughters of the Queen. Granddaughters of the monarch, shall I say. And of course, both of their fathers were male. So Princess Alexandra has had children who have not had titles. They are just styled first name and then surname. So they are the Ogilvy family. Princess Eugenie, when she has children, when baby is born, will likely not have a title exactly the same as Princess Alexandra's children. So the HRH stops at Princess Eugenie and stops at Princess Beatrice for the York line. Now, in terms of Prince Andrew's ducal title, there is still no provision at the moment for that to be inherited by the eldest female. So it is assumed that title will revert back up to the crown. However, could there be a claim if, for example, Princess Beatrice has a boy, or maybe if Princess Eugenie also has a boy, could that title be passed through the female line down to a male heir descendant? I'm not entirely sure at present, but I think the current rules stipulate that title goes back to the crown and reverts. So I am going to make a more detailed video with pictures to illustrate this point, but I thought I would just get that out. Right. Duchess of St Andrews says, morning, waking up to this beautiful news. Yes, indeed. It's very, very great news for the York family and the York dynasty. By the way, I am wearing the York family tiara. This is Sarah, Duchess of York's replica tiara going on here. I haven't worn one for a while, and it feels so good to have them back on. Do we think we will find out the hospital and have a press photo op? It's tricky to know. I imagine, not being a working member of the royal family, I don't think there will necessarily be, a camp out like we have had with William and Catherine, or like the press were trying to do with Harry and Meghan. I do think they will be afforded a bit more privacy because of the fact they are not working members of the royal family. They are not drawing money from any royal sources. But there will be an awful lot of public interest and, of course, media interest in the baby, the details of the birth. But I would expect probably Beatrice, Eugenie, to update with statements pertaining to certain details of the birth closer to the time. So I imagine we'll still get a statement that baby has been born. I imagine we'll still potentially get an official announcement from the royal family Twitters. So yeah, I think we will get certain details. Probably won't get the baby parade unless, of course, Eugenie wants to do so herself. if she's quite happy to turn up on whatever steps or outside a door of wherever she's had the baby, less than 24 hours later, that will be entirely up to her. Or she may choose to just simply share a photograph in a timely manner. Who knows? But there will definitely be media interest, and there will definitely be public interest as well. Laura, this is the York family tiara. Stephen says, I thought Prince Louis would eventually become the Duke of York. That potentially, if that title reverts to the crown, then yes. But of course, Prince Louis couldn't ever become the Duke of York until Prince Andrew, the current holder of that title, is no longer with us. So yes. I mean, of course, in the future, who knows with regards to titles, whether they could be revoked. We don't know what route that is going down at the moment, but that title can only be passed on to someone new once it is back with the crown. That is a fact. Christine just woke up to this happy news. Firecracker Mum says the York girls are lovely. Their parents are a mess, but those girls, one wishes them nothing but the best. And Sharona says, so baby Brooksbank will be styled like Archie. Yes, exactly. Although the difference between Archie and baby Brooksbank, that might be a good name to call baby Brooksbank until baby Brooksbank is born. The difference is that Archie was entitled to have a courtesy title and will be entitled to be a prince of the United Kingdom when Charles becomes king. Baby Brooksbank doesn't have that right. So that's the difference. Elizabeth Regina, hello, says great news. It is indeed. And I am so happy to be able to come on and talk and discuss something that is positive for once. Christine hopes that the baby Brooksbank is a girl. So yeah, I invite you to leave all of your predictions on the sex of the baby, the name of the baby, and the date the baby potentially could be born. Remember, it's early 2021, so maybe January, maybe February. Some people are thinking baby might come early and be a late December birth. Don't know. Lauren says, do we think might be Philip's name? It's a possibility. It is a definite possibility. Although, like I said, I'm thinking maybe that name may be being kind of... I mean, I don't know whether the royals hold names on retention, so to speak. I don't know, but maybe for a future William and Catherine birth, maybe for a future Harry and Meghan birth, potentially. I don't know. Raynette says, do you think Prince Andrew and Sarah would ever get remarried? I mean, we've been talking about that on this channel ever since I started. By the way, my nose has just started to go a bit snotty again. So if I start to sound a bit weird, you know what, it keeps coming and going in waves. This has been a hot topic of discussion for many years on my channel, and I've always said it's a possibility. We've talked previously about the possible restrictions and barriers to them remarrying, one of them being Prince Philip himself. There is lots of speculation that they would never remarry whilst Prince Philip is still alive and with us. They have made no steps to get remarried. Sarah has made it publicly known that she's the happiest unmarried couple going. And Sarah has alluded to the fact that they are very much a couple. I think we've all pretty much accepted that they are a couple, although living in non-typical circumstances. But their relationship works for them as it currently is. Could they get remarried? Yes, they could get remarried. There wouldn't really be a legal barrier to them getting remarried. They support each other as it is, and who knows? But I think the one anomaly, the barrier that people think might be stopping them, preventing them at the moment, is possibly Philip. So we will have to wait and see what happens in the future. Christine thinks if a girl, Elizabeth could be the name. Elizabeth Brooksbank. Ooh. Right. I'm going to go and have a restorative drink. a cup of tea, I think, and a big blow of my nose. Do you see how it comes and goes in waves? So I'm going to have a big blow of my nose, and then I'm going to have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to start working on the possible titles and styles of baby, which I've spoke about in today's video, but I want to make it a bit more bespoke. So if you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, please give a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also, of course, hit the bell so that you know whenever I come on and do one of these live chats. Any further details that come, I don't think we'll get any further details yet. Maybe in a few months, I don't know. If I get any details, I will do an updated chat or a video. Also, I want to say a really, really big thank you to all of the channel members on YouTube and all of the patrons on Patreon. I have put the link to Patreon in the description. I am getting ready to take the Patreon Christmas photos. So if you are a member of a particular tier on Patreon, I send out a Christmas card every year. Last year it was myself and Matt by the Christmas tree. This year I want to do a awkward family photo with all the cats and Matt, of course, by the tree. So we're going to try and take a Christmas photo at some point. So if you join that tier before November, you will get and you supply your address to the system on Patreon, I will be able to send you out a Christmas card. So there we go. Just thought I would mention that. The link is in the description. So from me in Shropshire, mwah to you all, and goodbye.